Hey, what is up everyone? It is me, Direbone Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a OBS tutorial because I got a couple people that had asked me that they wanted to see another tutorial video, and I decided to do OBS because that's another thing that people asked me is they wanted OBS in particular because I started doing live streaming, right? Because all of you awesome, amazing fans, the hashtag FURRYPACK, you guys been joining in some live streams and all that, but some people been wanting to see how exactly I do tutorials, or not tutorials, how do I do live streams. So here's a tutorial how to set up OBS. First thing you're gonna end up doing is going to Chrome. So you're gonna go to OBS, and I recommend you get the studio because this is gonna be a tutorial on the studio and how to set up the studio mode. And this is also gonna be like one of the great settings, like some of the settings that I personally use myself. That's gonna be great for medium, decent, laptops or PCs. Pretty much, that's what it's focused on. So you're gonna need OBS Studio. Especially, I wouldn't recommend getting Classic anymore because one thing about Classic is they're actually going to stop making updates for Classic and they're going to be focused only on Studio later on. So it's best to switch to Studio if you're still using Classic. Another thing you're going to do is you're going to need the CRL browser, and this only if you're going to be doing streaming. So you only need this if you're going to do streaming, so you can skip this part if you're not going to be streaming, but you're going to go ahead and have to get the 32-bit version or 64-bit version for the Chrome. These are the right? Oh wait, no, these are the Chrome ones. There we go, 32 or 64-bit for Chrome. Yeah, so if you're going to go ahead and be doing some streaming stuff, and I'll tell you what that's actually for after. Another thing that you're going to have to keep in mind that you should probably have open is you're going to need NightDev tip alert, and through this page, if you install, it will actually take you to get the browser plugin for OBS. But I mean, the page is going to take you to is just going to be this. Another thing you're going to need to keep in mind to have open up in Chrome while you're in Chrome is you're going to need to make a StreamTip account, and I'll let you know why you're going to need that for. This tutorial is also going to be a tutorial on how to stream on YouTube. Twitch is somewhat easy, but I don't really use Twitch, and I mostly know about YouTube, but it will technically be similar to Twitch either way. But let's get right into this. So let's say you already installed OBS and you already ran the installer, installed it perfectly fine, and when you open it up, yours is probably going to be blank. Mine, since I already been using it for quite a while, I already have it made in preset. But let's just say you don't see any of this. For you, you're probably going to go ahead and see this, pretty much, that. Nothing. You're gonna see nothing at all whatsoever. So the first thing you're actually gonna do on OBS is go to your settings. Right? Once you open up your settings, your language that you want. Everything else is gonna stay the same. Theme, you can change it to default, which is actually gonna be white, or you can have it dark. I like having it dark. Now you're gonna actually go to streaming, and since I'm streaming to YouTube, I'll have it on YouTube. But you can go ahead and select through all these following streaming areas that you want. See, Twitch is currently at the top and everything, but I do YouTube, so I'm going to be on YouTube. Just select whatever you want. Now, output. Here's the main thing where you're actually going to have to do everything. You want to make sure you're on simple, and you want a video bitrate at 2222. Now, the only reason why is if you don't have the best freaking PC or the best laptop meant for gaming or streaming, well, this is actually for mid-range gaming laptops or PCs. If you have a low end, like a really low end with a low processor, then no, you're gonna have to have at least, and I mean at least, like a 2.4 gigahertz or higher, like laptop or PC to actually be able to stream at least 720p quality if you actually want high quality content on your channel. So for me, the best bitrate is 2222. But I could actually average 3,000 to 4,000, which could actually be enough. 4,000 mainly being enough to actually hit 1080p. The maximum will be like 7,000 that YouTube accepts, but you want to keep it through 3,000 to 4,000 if you have a high-end PC. If you have a mid-range PC, I recommend 2,500. Or right. Like if you have a little higher, like if you're on a PC, I recommend 2500. I'm on a laptop, so I have 2222. You want software to be the X264, audio bitrate 128, you want this enabled and this enabled. Now this is another main thing that you actually want to keep in mind is I prefer you keep this on very fast, either fast, very fast, or ultra fast. The faster, the less CPU. The slower it is, I think the better quality you could probably pull it out. I'm not fully sure, but all I know is I keep mine on very fast because it works great for me. Everything runs well when I live stream, so I will go with very fast. Now, recording path, you just want to, browse the path to where you want all your videos to be saved to. So I already have mine set to my Doggy One Gaming Videos folder. Now, same as stream, you want the recording quality, but your recording format, you want MP4. Now, next, we're going to go to audio. And you want to have 44.1. Everything right here should be default. I should already have it set as default, but in case it's not, 44.1, stereo, default disable, default disable, disable. Next, you want to go to video. You actually want to have a 1920 1080, of course, and you want to go ahead and put your scale down to a 1280 720. If you have if you have a high-end gaming laptop or PC, you could go ahead and push out to a 1080p. But for those people that are like on a medium, right, I will prefer 720 because I actually record in 720 anyways, and I will just edit my videos in 1080 because 720 looks exactly like 1080. It's like there's literally not much of a difference at all until you actually color correct and everything like that. And plus, it's already great. It's still great quality, so I prefer 720. You want to have it as BBQ or whatever. I don't know. I can't read, so you just want that. And your frames, you can have it at 60 or 30. I recommend 30 though, and I'll show you why. If you're gonna be streaming to YouTube, because it's just a lot easier to reduce buffering and get better viewer attentions, like to read comments and a lot. Hotkeys, I like to use the dash when I stream, and for recording, I use that 1 comma that's right below the escape. And for advanced, you want to have your process to above normal, and that's the only thing you want to do here. And that's pretty much the settings that you're going to be using for OBS. So now to actually set up OBS, I have my image, I have the tip thing, and my capture card, as you can see. Now, if you want to actually go ahead and set this up properly, for capture card, if you're gonna add in a capture card real quick, you're gonna hit the plus, and if you're gonna be using a capture card to record console, or if you're gonna be using a capture card to record your PC, still the same way. You're gonna go ahead and hit the plus, hit video capture device. You're gonna name it whatever you want, but you want to create it as new. Hit OK. When you hit OK, I'm blocking my camera so you can't see me. No face reveal, sorry. But you're gonna hit this. This is actually the capture card for me. I know it says it different, but this is my capture card. I'm letting it load up real quick. Hold on. If it loads up properly, it'll load up like the capture card previous screen. My capture card is currently doing the video boot link. I think because I already had it set, and now that I'm trying to reset it, like a second time, it doesn't want to load up. But it will load up perfectly fine. I already do have a preset made like right down below, and that's why it's screwing up. So I should probably go ahead and close that. I think I just glitched out my capture card. Oops. Does it still work? Alright, let me move my controller real quick. I think it glitched out. Yep, I glitched out OBS with the capture card. Oh well. We can still continue off, or I'll just close OBS real quick. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Give me a sec, I need to go ahead and open up OBS because it glitched out on me. Yeah, OBS could be glitchy at times. So don't do what I did. If you already have a capture card put on, don't add a second one. It'll glitch out your OBS. You learn everything new. Alright, there we go. Everything's back to normal. See? Now I can actually move my screen and it's back. Alright. Now if you guys want to add an image, that's simple. Hit plus. Image at the top. You actually hit slideshow image, but I mean most people are gonna have an overlay how I do, but you're just gonna create new image, and you're gonna browse to where your images are pretty much. For me it will be desktop, my folder, my channel art, and you'll select any image that you have. For example, let's say a donation image, you'll just like select that. You'll hit yeah, okay, you want that, and if you hit the little corners right here, you actually size it. It will be scaled or just shrink, but it's scaled, so you don't have to worry about it being all whacked or random. You can also move it to wherever you want, and that's really it with an image. So let's remove this now because I don't want it there. Now, if you want to add in a microphone, you're gonna hit input audio catcher. Yes. And you're gonna actually, if you want default is actually gonna, hold on. Default is actually gonna be this, mic slash aux. If you don't have a default, mic slash aux will actually be your video sound card thing. I know it says microphone, but it will actually be your sound card that's built into your PC or laptop. It'll probably just say the sound card's name instead, and that's really it. But if you have your own microphone, like the Blue Snowball how I'm using, you can select Blue Snowball, and that's really it. You'll select it, and then it will just pop into the track like normal. So the only reason why I actually have my default set is because I actually use a jack mic when I actually live stream. Because if you're going to be live streaming on a console and you want to talk to your friends, but you also want to go ahead and live stream your voice, you're actually going to need two microphones. One that's going to be plugged into your console so you could talk to your friends, and the other one is going to be plugged into your laptop so that your audience, your viewers, could actually hear you. I know, but that's the capture card life if you have a capture card. PC, you only need one mic, and it's so simple if you're going to actually go ahead and only use OBS by itself and not a capture card. If you guys want to know how to actually capture your display screen instead of a capture card, because maybe you're not using a capture card, you're actually going to use game catcher if you're going to be playing a game in an OpenGL like Gmod and all that. If you're going to be playing a game in a window like Minecraft, you end up putting window. But if you want to capture your whole screen, then you hit display catcher, and then that just gets your whole screen. Low 1366. I actually have a 1080p monitor, but it's just censoring it wrong. Alright, but yeah, that's that. So that's pretty much OBS, like on the settings and how to set it up. I mean, right here, this is just to scroll through audio, of course, you know, mute, unmute. Pretty normal. You don't have to do anything else to any of this. After you have OBS set up, the one thing that you do need to pay attention to is if you're going to be streaming, recording is as easy as just hitting the record key and hitting record. But if you're going to be streaming, you're going to need your stream key to whatever place you're going to be streaming, and I'm going to show you how to set that up. But as well, I'm also going to teach you what the tip thing is, right? And real quick, the tip thing is going to be this, browser source. Now, real quick, let's say you go back to Chrome and go to browser source, and you actually downloaded, you know, the plugins, right, that you need. You're going to extract it. After you extract it, you'll get a folder. I already had done this, so I didn't re-download it, but I'm going to use this folder as an example. But you're going to get a folder, and it's going to be called like CRL, browser host plugin, and then you're going to get a DLL file. You're probably going to get two DLL files. But when you go ahead and extract it and you have two DLL files in a folder, this is what you're going to do. You're going to open up the folder thing at the bottom. Then you're going to go to your hard drive. After you go to hard drive, programs 86. And now you're going to look for OBS. So OBS Studio. You're actually going to look for plugins. And 64-bit if you're 64-bit, 32 if you're 32. Then next thing what you're going to do is, as you can see, I actually do have the folder. I told you, I already had done it. This is going to be the folder that you're actually going to have to you're just going to drag it from your desktop onto here. And this is going to be the DLL folder. You're going to have two of these. You're probably going to have one or two. It really depends on which one you get. But one thing that you guys want to do, even if you download the 64-bit and you're 64-bit user, you still want to copy it to your 32-bit like I did. It works as a backup, so in case it doesn't work, the 32-bit one will work as a backup. But yeah, that's how you install that. Now, what does that do? You may ask, like, dog, what does this browser thing do? Well, it gives you the plugin on OBS, so you can actually have tips. Because if I actually go to OBS and select the tip, you're gonna see right here, it's the tip thing. And how does this work? Simple. If I go ahead and hit properties, I have my coding in here. I have the copied file, right? I have the FPS and all that. This is what it will look like if I go ahead and do it. If I do and true, I think it's, wait. Give me a sec. I forgot what the actual thing was. I'm pretty sure it was n and then preview equals true. Oh yeah, preview equals true. I think that's what the code thing is. Alright, is it? Yep, there we go. So see test. Alright, come on, finish. There we go. It finished. Alright, yeah, alright, so that's what that looks like. So good thing I still know the coding for that. Right, now to remove the preview, because you don't want to have the preview when you're actually going to be legitimate live streaming. You don't want that. So yeah, you just do that. Now how do you set this up? You go like dog? Well, simple. In order to set that up, you're actually going to go ahead and need to make a stream tip account. After you make a stream tip account, you're going to set it up exactly how it tells you. You know, it's pretty easy. You're just going to follow the instructions that it tells you to do. You know, put in your email and all that kind of stuff. Sign in with your YouTube channel. And it's a really great trusted site, and it's actually really well. And then after you make that account, you're actually going to go here, and you're going to do what this tells you. You're going to skip this and just go next. You're actually going to need a Dropbox. I currently only have one Dropbox account, so I don't want to go ahead and sign in and make another Dropbox account. But you're going to follow the instructions that it tells you, and you're going to pretty much, if you have your own custom made like alert thing, because as you guys saw in my test one, I have my own, it will let you upload your own. And you just got to follow what it tells you. It's actually really simple to set up. You just got to follow the instructions of the website, and it's really easy. But all it really is when someone donates to your stream tip account, pretty much, it will just go ahead and, like, when you add in the plugin, pretty much, because when you add in the plugin, you're just going to hit the plus, and you're just going to hit source plugin. And when you hit source plugin, it will just look like this. You'll have your code up here. You'll actually put width and height, the FPS of it, and then you're going to put in the SCC thing or whatever. And that's really it. Every person's going to have a different coding. So yeah, for the different picture. And you can adjust this anywhere you want as well. You won't see it when it's not in use. You'll only see it when it's actually being used. So if someone were to donate when I'm live streaming, you'll see that pop up and the music will play. But now, how to actually stream to YouTube is actually what I'm going to show you guys now. So let's get right into that, so we don't need these pages anymore. So I'm on my second channel thing called Mr. Paul's. This is actually not my second channel where I'm going to be uploading anything. This is just my second channel where I actually have YouTube Red on this account. Yeah, I don't have YouTube Red on my main account. I only have it on this account. So whenever I watch YouTube videos on my own personal time, I use this account. So yeah. Anyways, one way you can do this is just hit your subscribers. That's usually what I do, because I just find it easier. But on your channel, you're going to hit subs. You're going to go to live stream. If it loads up, freaking Chrome is slow for some reason. Probably because I do have ad blocker. Lol. I actually did not install this on this laptop. I used to have it on my old laptop before I did YouTube, but since I'm using my same account, it automatically installed, so great, I guess. Anyways, you're gonna hit events. There is a stream now that you could do, but you actually want to do events. Why is this not enabled? This should have been enabled. Alright. Yada. Make sure if you guys don't have it enabled, you go ahead and have a verified account with, you know, a telephone and everything, and you enable it. I mean, since I never used this account, of course I have to enable it. Alright, there we go. Now that it's enabled, can you go away, please? Please? I don't want you here. I know. Alright, you're actually going to hit create new. Alright, create new. Come on, please. Can you be faster? Like, please, YouTube. Right. Anyways, you're just gonna go ahead and fill out how you're supposed to. For example, wait, quick using Google. No, you want custom. Yes, you want custom. There you go. Now you want to go ahead and actually select the time. So, for example, let's just call this test, even though this ain't actually gonna be a thing. So we're just gonna go ahead test. We're not gonna actually stream to it, but I'm gonna create it just so I can show you. You know, you type in your basic info, you know, type in what it's about, so just cause, there you go. Yes, you're gonna enable everything that you have here like normal, of course, right? You know what it's gonna be, the game title, if you're gonna add a game title. It's pretty much kind of like if you're uploading a video is how you're gonna set it up, of course, right? So then you're gonna hit create event, and then it should take you to the other setup part. Now right here you can actually add in your thumbnail. So if you have a thumbnail for a video, you hit browse, you know, find your image, make a thumbnail. Now what you're gonna actually do here is hold on, where is it? Custom, select stream, and you want to create new. Now here's the main thing that you want to do. You want to actually title this OBS, and you have to create a new one. This is only if you're going to be using OBS. This is on YouTube tutorial. Twitch will be totally different. Twitch is different. This is for OBS that I know of. But what you're going to do is just call it OBS. Description, you could put in whatever it is. I don't know, like record, right? Record slash, oh wait, oops, slash stream, right? Laptop, I don't know, just like so that you know what it is. Now what you're actually going to do is the maximum. As you can see, 6 to 13, you know, you get 1440. 3000 to 6000 is 1080. So when I mentioned if you had a strong PC and you can reach 3000 to 4000, that's what you need for 1080. Now for 720, you only need 1500 to 4000. Well, I have 2222. I recommend 2500 if you have the PC for 2500. If not, I recommend 2222 because it works great, it's flawless, and it's perfect. Yeah, also it's not laggy with 2222 for your viewers. So you know you're gonna select, you know, this because that's the one that you want. Now when I mentioned if you want to select 60 FPS and I said I recommend 30, that's because you have to actually enable 60 FPS, right? But it can be kind of laggy when live streaming instead of watching a video, so I don't really recommend it. Anyways, after you create that, you're gonna select new. Now how exactly do you stream this? Simple. You're gonna actually go ahead, select encoder. Wait, no, not that. Wait, yeah. Other encoders, there we go. Now what you're gonna do is you actually, or this you don't need. What you do need, stream name. This is actually your stream key. You actually just want to copy that, and when you copy that, you're actually gonna go into your OBS settings. Alright, then you're gonna go to stream, and you're gonna paste it, your stream key, in OBS. I'm not gonna do it because I already have it from our other actual channel. So yeah. But once you do that, every time you make an event, and if you select OBS, since you did create this as a new thing, it'll pop up here. So you'll say manage streams. If you manage streams, you can actually just delete or edit that, right? But every time you want to go ahead and stream and you create a new event, you're actually gonna go ahead and just select OBS, and you don't have to worry about copying this every single time. You just have to go ahead and create the event every time. Now if you use Stream Now I don't recommend because it's a beta for one, and for two, Stream Now will instantly stream. You have one stream key, same thing like a managed event. The only thing is you can stream anytime. The only thing I don't recommend is if you get a dislike or if you get likes on that, that will stay. And I don't think it, and then also I don't think the live stream will actually stay as a separate video. It might, I'm not fully sure. But another thing that you're gonna do is we're already in interaction settings. We already did the info. You can add in your cards. You know, it's really simple adding cards. I think everybody does. This is how I actually add everybody that I play on my channel, like my brother Master or my cousin Breed or Mitchell and all that. I just go ahead and hit add card, right? And then you're gonna, you know, add their channel in, stuff like that, you know, by giving them the link and everything. This will also count down. Yeah, for if you were to go on this channel, it will actually pop up to like the videos thing. It will actually pop up that it's gonna stream. But yeah, anyways, if you hit live stream on OBS, as you can see, if I were to start the streaming, then this live page right here would actually go ahead and start saying that it's receiving data. Now, since it's not receiving data because I did not hit stream, what this is going to do is you're going to actually have to hit preview, and then it's going to sync the preview to your player. Once it syncs to your player, you're actually going to be able to watch the stream. You're going to have to actually play for at least 2 seconds in the player yourself. After you do that, then you're going to get the option to start streaming. And once you start streaming, you'll be completely live and you don't have to worry about anything. But if you scroll down, if you scroll down though, right here you can actually open the chat, and this will be the public view as well. And that's really it. Onto streaming. That will literally just be all of this. So if I go back to events real quick, because I actually don't want the event saved on here. Can I remove this? Alright, it's not letting me remove for now. Alright. I have to do this manual way, I see. Alright. There we go. Yes. Don't want this. Thank you. Alright. So, yeah. That's really it, guys, on how to set up OBS. I hope this tutorial really helped you. I hope you guys could now start streaming or recording as well. And yeah, that's really it for the tutorial. So if you guys want more tutorial videos, or if you're new to the channel as well, please go ahead, smack that like, smack that subscribe if you're new. I'll appreciate it 100%. We're almost to 1K, which is really awesome. And that's really it on how to stream to OBS and everything. Anyways, dogs out, bark bark, bow wow.